All right, well, thank you for staying with us, and we're continuing our conversation with Deputy Insurance Commissioner Richard Kuhn. Let's talk about the new marketplace. If I'm a Citizens customer, I may now get forced into taking another company. Is that right?
Well, what we have, Mike, is the traditional takeout process that people are probably most familiar with or frustrated by in some cases.
That's where I get a letter that says, hey, I'd like your business.
That's right. And the takeout process, you can opt out, but you do have to sign that opt-out letter and say you don't want to leave Citizens. What's changed, legislation was passed that created a clearinghouse. So the clearinghouse process is different than the takeout process because you're going to have different thresholds. Those thresholds for new business that threshold is a 15% rate difference. So if a new carrier wants to take you out, if their rate is more than 15% above the Citizens rate, then you don't have to go. You're still eligible for Citizens. For a new customer, a renewal customer, for a customer who's renewing with Citizens, they have a different threshold for that in the clearinghouse as well. And that consumer is subject to a threshold that says if your premium is equal or less than Citizens that's being offered by the private carrier, then you're no longer eligible for Citizens, and you have
But that doesn't kick in if you're a renewal customer until after January 1st.
I understand. I believe that's true. The renewal clearinghouse, my understanding, is not in place yet. I think Mr. Gilway at Citizens could probably answer this better than I.
But takeout is, if a takeout company is there, that's now.
Takeout is still occurring. Consumers can still opt out of the takeout process. The new business clearinghouse is in effect with Citizens. They had to delay the renewal process, and I'm not certain what that new date is.
Well, let's talk about those takeout companies, because a lot of people have expressed concern that, well, maybe they're not as financially solvent as they should be, that why do I want to go to a company I've never heard of that's only been in business for 6 months, and which policies are they taking?
Well, the new companies, I think it's important to stress that it's a very different environment than we had years ago. The companies now, the laws have changed. There was a time when you could come into Florida and start a company for $5 million. That's not the case now. The statute minimum is 15 now, but these new companies are coming in for 25 million or more. So they're coming in with more capital to write more business, and they're under more scrutiny in terms of their business plans than ever. So if they meet the letter of the law and they comply with all the provisions of law and they've got the capital, then I don't think that a consumer necessarily has to be concerned because they don't know them. They do go through a great deal of analysis, and so it's some people just want to stay in Citizens. I think we see that from the opt-outs because they're familiar with them. But I think they should discuss with their agents, the new companies, and the agents are certainly more comfortable with the higher surplus that these companies are bringing in.
And on that note, thank you very much for sharing your wisdom with us. It's
my pleasure.
Everyone else, thank you for being with us as well. Until next time, may all your news be good news.